Hello, Marvel citizens. Welcome back to my rebooted MCU, Captain America, which releases through 2008 of July. Let's get into it. So, the movie opens with a cold, disorienting close-up of Steve Rogers, eyes snapping open. He isn't in a hospital. He is in a sleek, sterile room filled with technology that looks decades ahead of time. Outside the window, the towering neon-lit skyline of a 2015 New York City hums with drones and holographic advertisements. A frantic Sharon Carter, wearing tactical shield gear, bursts into the room. She doesn't offer a comforting welcome. She hands him his vibranium shield, which has been polished to a mirror sheen. Cap, we don't have time for the orientation tour, she says breathlessly. Hydra didn't die in the shadows. They took the sunlight. As they escape the facility, Steve learns the grim reality. While he was on ice, Hydra infiltrated the highest levels of global government. Their greatest weapon is a ghost story known as the Winter Soldier. During a high-stakes extraction mission in a rain-slicked Washington, D.C., Steve finally confronts the assassin. The Winter Soldier moves with a brutal, mechanical precision that Steve finds familiar. During a hand-to-hand struggle on top of a moving maglev train, Steve manages to crack the assassin's mask. The reveal is devastating. It's Bucky Barnes, but his eyes are vacant, glowing with a faint, hypnotic red hue. The psychological mark of the Red Skull's direct influence. Bucky doesn't recognize Steve. He only knows the mission: eliminate the relic. Sharon and Steve go rogue, hunted by both Hydra infiltrated SHIELD units and Bucky. Steve refuses to use lethal force, believing Bucky is still in there. They track the Red Skull to a hidden base underneath the ruins of an old SSR facility. The climax is a brutal three-way battle. Sharon holds off waves of Hydra soldiers using high-tech gadgets, while Steve engages Bucky in a deeply personal duel. Steve drops his shield, refusing to fight his best friend. I'm not gonna fight you, Buck. You're my friend. The Red Skull, watching from a command console, mocks Steve's sentimentality. But the emotional trigger works. Bucky's metal arm stalls. Memories of 1940s Brooklyn flash across his face. In a moment of clarity, Bucky turns his weapon on the Red Skull's mainframe, causing a massive overload that levels the base. In the chaos, the Red Skull vanishes into a teleporter, and Bucky disappears into the surrounding woods, his mind fractured but free. In a post-credit scene, we see a screen dark as night, save for the rhythmic humming of a massive supercomputer in the heart of the Triskelion. Nick Fury stands with his back to the camera, staring at a panoramic, highly advanced screen. The screen displays grainy footage of a teenage girl in a suburban backyard accidentally manifesting localized weather storms, and another of a young man with metallic wings. A bold header across the top reads, Project Cerebro, Mutant Dangers Prophecy. Footsteps echo in the metallic hallway. Captain America walks in, still wearing his battle-damaged suit. He doesn't look at the screen. He looks at Fury with a grim, haunting intensity. Nick, Steve says, his voice heavy, we have a bigger problem than Hydra. I've seen things while I was under, and Sharon found the encrypted files. Furry turns, his one eye narrowed. The world is getting weirder by the second, Rogers. Which problem are we talking about? Steve slams a StarTech tablet onto the console. The screen flickers to life, showing DNA sequences that shouldn't be human. Shifting, green-hued cellular structures. It's already started, Steve says. The Skrull invasion. I need your help to find out who's still human. The post-credit scene ends, and we cut to black. The music swells up until the Captain America title card flashes up one last time before we cut right back to black. The Captain America movie wouldn't really get higher than the X-Men, but it would be a really good movie that would get a lot of tickets. Well, not that much at least. Anyways, let's get to the next one. Black Widow. The movie opens with a cold, atmospheric sequence in a neon-drenched Moscow 2018. Natasha Romanoff is a blur of motion, tearing through a high-security red room skyscraper. The aesthetic is spy thriller meets techno noir. She isn't just leaving. She's stealing a drive containing the locations of every deep cover widow across the globe. As she plunges from the penthouse window and deploys a tactical parachute, a massive, distorted holographic face flickers onto the surrounding billboards. It's a broadcast from the Red Room Central Command, Project MODOK, initialized. Target acquired. Natasha knows she can't disappear alone. She travels to a remote, snow-covered village in Siberia to find the only man who knows the Red Room's old blind spots, Alexei Shostakov. I'm pretty sure how you pronounce it. Comment down if I'm wrong, but aka the Red Guardian. Alexei is older, living in a cabin filled with faded Soviet memorabilia and empty vodka bottles. The reunion is tense. Natasha resents his past choices, but Alexei is overjoyed to see his little sunflower. He dons his weathered crimson suit, tight around the middle, but still sturdy, and grabs his shield. They want a war, Natasha? We give them a revolution. The Red Room's leadership, desperate to prevent their secrets from going public, releases their most twisted experiment, MODOK, mental organism designed only for killing, is revealed as a grotesque fusion of a man and a machine, a massive hover-chair-bound intellect with a scorched earth directive. The final act takes place at a hidden airfield where the Red Room is attempting to relocate their operations. MODOK dominates the battlefield with psychic blasts and heat rays, mocking Alexei's outdated heroism. Natasha uses her agility to scale the massive hovering platform, while Alexei provides a distraction, taking the brunt of MODOK's energy beams on his shield. In a high-stakes climax, Natasha manages to override MODOK's central processor using the drive she stole, causing him to crash land into the Siberian permafrost. Simultaneously, she hits upload, broadcasting decades of the Red Room's human rights atrocities cities to every major news outlet in the world. The film ends with the Red Room facilities being swarmed by international task forces. For the first time, Natasha isn't running. We see a quiet, sun-drenched epilogue where Natasha and Alexei are at a small farmhouse in the American Midwest. Alexei is fixing a fence, and Natasha is looking at the sunset, finally at peace. She isn't a weapon anymore. She's just Natasha. In the mid-credits in the mid-credits scene, the screen fades in on a rural desert road in New Mexico. The sky is clear until a sudden blinding streak of gold and blue light tears through the atmosphere, creating a sonic boom that shatters the windows of a nearby abandoned gas station. A crater smolders in the center of the road. As the dust settles, a figure stands up. She is clad in a suit of shimmering Kree armor, glowing with a restless cosmic energy. The camera zooms in on her face. Carol Danvers, played by Emily Blunt. She looks around the desolate landscape, her expression fierce and determined. She looks up at the stars, then down at a small, modified pager in her hand that is glowing with a shield insignia. She whispers to herself, "I'm late." She then blasts off into the sky, leaving a trail of prismatic light behind her. Well, Marvel citizens, thank you for watching my rebooted MCU Captain America and Black Widow. Thank you so much for watching. It means so much to me. I would like if you would subscribe so you can get me to 50 subscribers so I can do a live stream and maybe we can talk some things out about some deleted films. And here's an announcement. The new Avengers, I lost the script, so I won't be able to do any more acts. So, the new Avengers Act 2 and Act 3 is officially canceled until I can find the scripts. If I can't find the scripts by then it is probably canceled. Thank you, everybody, and bye!